Hello world, how you doing? It is I, the man with the plan. Um, Whatever that plan is, I don't know right now. We're not gonna get into all of that today. But what we will get into is the introduction of something great. Look me in my eyes. I'm about to shake the city up. It's gonna be epic. Now, as far as who I am and what I represent, you see this? See this right here? 216. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. Well, I think it is. But yeah, that 216 on my arm is not there for no reason. If you don't know what the 216 is, that's where I'm from. Straight up out of Cleveland, Ohio. All the real ones know. And over here, another tat, Anubis. If you don't know who Anubis is, that's the Egyptian god of the underworld. I got that with the blood teardrop running down his eye. So I'm here to shake the city up. And by that, we're just gonna go on some controversial topics, some things that I experience on a daily basis. It's the first episode, so we gotta start it off with a bang. You feel me? So let's talk about the dating market. The dating market is terrible, absolutely atrocious. And it being 2026, no man should have a girlfriend. Don't do it. I think having a girlfriend is just like the most dangerous job you could have as a man right now. The way things are going, because social media has just ruined everything. You feel me? And it's cool, but it's a part of the agenda. It's part of the agenda. If you were a war general, you feel me? And you had an army the size of 3 football fields, and you say to your army, hey, we're going to go over here and destroy this nation, this civilization, whatever you want it to be. So you say to so it's like if you were a war general and you had an army and you wanted to conquer a civilization, how you gonna do that shit? How you gonna do it? How you gonna conjure up how to destroy this civilization? Because that's basically what they did to Rome, or Rome destroyed itself. But you got your army going over here, and we about to fuck shit up. How would you do it? Would you take out the food and water supplies? Nah. Come on, cuz. That's too easy. A baby could do that. You start by taking out the civilization by putting the women against the men and the men against the women. You put all these fucking roles and what man's supposed to do and what woman's supposed to do, and you just sit back. You just sit back and watch them bicker. Kind of like how what's happening right now. Every time I get on Instagram or YouTube, it's always some shit about gender roles and all types of the dating's this, the dating's that. That's all I see on my timeline. Instagram and YouTube. You dig? So you sit back, now that you got the men, drop my phone. Now that you got the men against the women and the women against the men, you just sit back and dance, puppets, dance. And you watch them destroy themselves. Kind of like what's going on right now. Everybody has their 2 cents about it. And it fucking sucks. Because, you know, basically, if you really want to think about it, it's over with. It's over with. I got some shit in my phone that shows of why you should not be anybody's boyfriend in 2026. Logging into my friggin' Snapchat. Oh, right here. I'm looking at it right now. Now, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about what I'm looking at right now, but just know that said female has a boyfriend. Okay. She got very, very flirty in the text messages. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like I said, I don't want to put the whole business out there just yet, but just know that your girl G, she could be in anybody's Snapchat DMs. The relationship could be going great. You thinking you got a winner when you really just got a loser ass bitch who probably still lives at home with her mom and doesn't have a car. You know, the thing that I notice when it comes to the dating market and when this uploads and is put out everywhere, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have people agreeing with me when I check my Instagram and shit. Why is it always the broke bitches that have something to say and who are opinionated and want to be stuck up and get to pick and choose of who they want to date and just below average looking, nothing like a 7, 6.5 at best, maybe even lower, something like a 5 or maybe even a 4. Why are females that look like that doing the most shit talking? Why? Why are you talking? Why are you speaking? Shut your mouth. You're ugly. Okay? You're ugly as fuck. Please shut the fuck up. But on the other hand, all the pretty bitches that got money don't have these problems. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I want this to get clipped so everybody can feel where I'm coming from. Pretty bitches that get money and keep themselves in shape, like they hit the gym maybe 3-4 times, maybe even 5 times a week. The pretty bitches that's in shape getting money ain't tripping. They ain't tripping like these broke bitches. Pretty bitches that's getting money is the best females to be around. Because why? Because they're doing something with themselves. The broke, ugly bitch ain't doing shit. She's just walking around miserable. And trust me, social media has pumped these unattractive females' heads up, thinking that they desirable. And it's just it don't work that way. It don't work that way at all. So, like I was saying, the pretty bitches that's getting money, cuz, are the best females to be around. And to the people out there who can relate, if you're a guy and say you got female friends that are pretty and you know they getting money and you hang around them, you know they ain't walking around with no attitude. They all, bubbly, hee hee, and, laughing and shit, cracking jokes. Because why? Because they pretty, they getting money, and they ain't tripping. On the other hand, ugly bitch, tripping, not getting no money, at home with her mama, probably got kids. It's a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. I started to call in on one of the local news channels to be like, hey, listen up. It's a problem out here. What seems to be the problem, sir? I got a story for you. Unattractive females out here causing a ruckus in the streets, and it needs to be addressed, and it needs to stop. If I was the president, motherfucker, I'm putting strikes. I'm putting strikes on all you unattractive females. Strike. I'm going to treat it like baseball. 3 strikes. You out of there. Leave. Out. Get out right now. Don't come back. We gonna send you so far away, the place you going won't even have an area code. I'm putting strikes on all you unattractive females that walk around this motherfucker, especially out here in Phoenix, thinking that you hot shit. You getting a strike put on you. Call me what's boy name that used to play for the San Francisco Giants? Hold on, let me look cuz name up. I don't remember. He was like the number one pitcher at the time. Played for the Sanford Tim Lincecum. Call me Tim Lincecum. Right here. I don't know if Tim Lincecum. You feel me? Call me him. Cause I'm putting strikes on y'all bitches. As soon as I wind up, whoosh, boom, strike. You out of here. We ain't coming back. 3 strikes on you. Better call your family and tell them, hey, I struck out. And I don't know why. Nah. We gonna tell the world why you struck out. Putting strikes on all y'all unattractive females. Shit ain't no game. But on a brighter note, there are, some upsides to the dating world. And it ain't all fucked up. It got some good parts. I just went over the bad parts. But Like I said, to all my guys out there, all you gotta do, hit the gym. My little skinny ass need to hit the gym too. I can't just be talking, not living it. And if you can't hit the gym, work out at home. You feel me? Listen, if y'all dudes knew what these females will do for guys that they attracted to, you would never chase a bitch ever again. Because I seen it with my own eyes. I seen this shit with my own eyes, cuz. For real. I remember I was up in Scottsdale one night. And I seen I was in the section. I forgot whose section I was in though. I seen little Asian Persuasion running around in the section with her homegirls. You know, some look like her. The rest, snow bunnies. They were just having a good old time in the section. So let me tell you what Asian Persuasion did. She was in the section, right? You feel me? I peeped the whole scenery. Just like that scene in Belly when Nas was outside the barbershop with AZ. And AZ seen dudes coming across the street. He was like, yo, like I'm out of here. Cause he knew. He peeped the whole scene. So I peeped the whole scene like AZ. So I watched Shorty movement. White boy came in the section. She whispered to her homegirl. Like, she on him. She leave her homegirl, right? Go right over to him with no hesitation. She chop it up with him, get the Snapchat, get the number, and then she walk off. 5 minutes later, another dude come in the section. She see him. She on him. No hesitation. See, she already, confined with her homegirl. Like, should I approach him? I think he's cute. Blah, blah, blah. You feel me? And she was on that. She was on that. Females approach dudes that they're attracted to. Simple as that. It happens every single day. All you gotta do is go outside and look. And you'll see everything that I'm talking about happening in your own eyes. Don't run to the internet and be like, oh, but this is the man. I don't care. I don't give a shit what's happening on Instagram. Look me in my eyes. I don't care. That's another thing that's fucking everything up. Is that y'all gotta stop paying attention to what's going on Instagram. That don't equate with your life. The longer you stay on Instagram trying to compare yourself, you're gonna be fucked up out this joint. For real. And to make matters, even worse, the people that you watching on Instagram, motherfuckers ain't rich. They ain't rich. They just popular. Go to this person page. Oh, he got or she got this many followers. Or who gives a fuck? They not rich. They just popular. But the way Instagram is so fucked up is that the algorithm will trick you to thinking that they got more money, or however you want to put it. They thinking that, oh, they got this amount of followers, they must have this amount of money. No, no. These motherfuckers are not rich. They just popular. And once you figure that out, and also figure out that women that have high interest in dudes that they actually like, they gonna do anything for. Once you figure it out, you will never chase a bitch again. You feel me? Don't chase, because if you chase, the bitch gonna run away. She gonna run away like this. You this the bitch. This you. Hey. Ah, ah, ah. Get away. Get away. I have a boyfriend. Why would you put yourself through that? Huh? Why would you do that? She running away. She running away from you. Speaking of that line, the I have a boyfriend line that all these females use, that's the most dangerous line in the book. The most notorious, the most used in the book. It is. And for my real ones out there that know, you can relate. It is the most used line ever. But guess what? The right dude come along, she's single. You got a girl, you in a happy, loving relationship. Let the right dude walk in the spot and ask if she's single. I swear to I swear to God, shorty gonna fold like some clothes, and then your relationship is over with because the right dude stepped in the door and asked if she was single. It is what it is. You can't stop it. You feel me? And these shorties break the rules when it comes to relationships. Don't no female flirt harder than a female that's in a relationship. I swear to God. Chad, how do you know this? Because I see it on a daily basis. I'm outside. I see things. Do I address it right there on the spot? No. I just keep to myself. And I just laugh like, that's crazy. That's crazy, yo. I've had, or been in situations where I'm talking to a chick, right? I'm gonna share this situation that I was in not too long ago. And let me just show you how shit goes. So I see this chick, right? She was cool. She was like a 7.5. She looked like a watered down version of Jenna Ortega. You know, the shorty that played Wednesday. You know, she looked like that. She was cute. You know what I'm saying? Little light skin, curly hair. You feel me? You know, just my type. So I see her. I'm like, damn, she cool. You feel me? She cool as fuck. You know, little light skin, watered down version of Jenna Ortega. I was feeling it. So like, I wait like a week before I start talking to her. Then that following week, I'll go over there and I'll chop it up. You know, whatever. You know, just cool shit. Some days I'll talk to her, some days I wouldn't. But then when she started getting familiar and seeing who I was or whatever, you know, I'm a Midwest nigga. Like we shoot our shot. See something you like, go after that shit. But nowadays, shooting your shot, that don't mean nothing. Cause that shit could get blocked. You shooting your shot. Boom, get it out of here. Fuck is you doing? Hell is you doing? Get it out of here. It ain't worth it. So, back to the story. Shorty gave me her number. Cause I was assuming she was down to chill, hang out, smoke one. So I hit her up and shit, right? But before I hit her up, I was kind of peeping the scene. I seen, dude was going over to like where she was, like constantly talking to her. So I started putting two and two together, like, oh shit, shorty got a man, but she ain't tell me. But she gave me the number anyway. They play greasy. But what ended up happening was ain't nothing fall through, which I expected. So after that, I ain't never hit her up again. And then, when I see her around, I don't talk to her. It is what it is. We not forcing nothing out here. Shorty give you the number, you hit her up, she don't respond, don't text that bitch back. You got your answer. She wasn't feeling it. Move on. Lose one bitch, get 10 more. That's what it is. Like, what you thought? I was going to be like, oh, I got to get her. I got to have her. Why? Because she looked like a watered down version of Jenna Ortega? Nah. Fuck out of here. I dropped the bitch. Like third period French. Okay? And I went on about my business and got another shorty. That's just how the game goes. It is what it is. So you gotta play it smart. You gotta be the mastermind behind this. How you gonna let the shorty one up you? You're not supposed to. That's not how it works. You supposed to have the upper hand on shorty when it comes to this dating and maneuvering type stuff. You supposed to have the upper hand. You the man, ain't you? So be the mastermind and always have the upper hand on the female because from what I've been seeing, you know, a lot of these females got the upper hand on these dudes because why? Because they don't have no game. They wasn't taught the game. They wasn't taught the game. They didn't study the game. It's just all out of proportion. Everything is out of order, like a vending machine in the hood at the rec center. Everything fucked up. If you run into a chick that has colored hair, stay away from that bitch. Stay away from her. That is a unstable human being. Shorty don't know which color to keep her hair. So she's constantly changing it. You know how poisonous reptiles that live in the jungle give you a signal that, hey, I'm poisonous. Don't come over here. Or something's going to happen to you. That's the same way you got to look at a female that constantly changing her hair color. That bitch is poisonous. Stay away from that bitch. Dead homies. Because she gonna be a tyrant in your life. For real, cuz. She gonna make your life miserable. She probably, even if you end up getting her, you gonna be going through it. She changing her hair color constantly, putting on weird shit on her fingers, dressing weird. She don't know what the fuck she wanna do. She don't know her right hand from her left hand. You're gonna be going through it. I promise you. That's not something you want. Yeah. So stay away from women that are constantly changing their hair color and can't keep their natural hair color. That is an unstable human being. That is a mental patient. But then again, she might have the goods. You sitting there like, man, why this woman keep changing her look? Because she's an unstable human being. But the coochie might be good. So maybe that's why you stick around. But don't stick around just because the coochie good. Leave. She's unstable. It ain't no reason for you to be up in there. Get what you need and get up out of there. I remember I had came across this profile on the notorious Facebook dating out here in Phoenix. And I came across this profile. Grown ass woman in her 30s. In her 30s, cuz. Had red hair and red eyebrows. So what did I have to do? Oh, I had to violate. I had to put the strike down. You feel what I'm saying? Had to put the strike down. And if I didn't put the strike down, what type of person would I be? So look, I came across the profile, had to violate, Had to put it up on the TikTok just to give y'all guys a warning that this is a grown woman in her 30s with red hair and red eyebrows. I had to fire her up. What was I supposed to do? Just let it sit there like, oh, this is nothing. Who cares? Somebody will wife her. I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. So, it was a tragedy. And I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, and I'm speaking to the audience. I'm like, yo, to all my guys out there, or even the women were commenting on the video, finding it hilarious. Like, what is this grown woman doing with red eyebrows and red hair? Don't get me wrong, she was cool. She looked it decent, but the red hair and the red eyebrows to match, that's a deal breaker. That's a whole deal breaker. Once again, we're going in depth on she got colored hair. Oh, and she got the eyebrows to match the color in her hair. Not her natural color, the dye that she put in her hair. So she got red in her hair and red on her eyebrows. That is a unstable human being. Do you dig what I'm saying? And that type of smoke, you coming across a grown ass woman in her 30s with red hair and red eyebrows, you not ready for that type of smoke. You not. Why would you want that type of smoke in your life? Why? I don't want that smoke in my life. You mess up one time, she go through your phone. Oh, it's over with. She gonna spaz out. She gonna spaz out. And you getting into a full-blown argument with an unstable human being who has red eyebrows and red hair. Come on, cuz. do a little bit better than that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yes. Let's see. There have been many a times out here in the Valley of the Sun, up in Scottsdale, chilling in the section, scoping out the ladies, just vibing, minding my business. I catch a vibe with one of the little snow bunnies in the section. We just talking, vibing. One of her homies that was in the section with us, had the weed smoke. He's like, hey, dude, you want to hit the blunt? I'm like, yes, I want to hit the blunt. So he passed me the joint. The shorty that I was vibing with, I guess that was her, her homeboy. So we smoking, we chilling, chopping it up. Shorty come over and start talking to me. I'm making her laugh and, whatnot. So I guess the guy that she was with, he was feeling some type of way about that. So he addresses me about, he's like, hey, dude, like that's my lady, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at him like, you sure about that? You sure about that, cuz? Are you absolutely positive? Because of right now, she hopping in and out of the section. I know you ain't getting tenderhearted for her showing you a little bit of attention. So I had to tell dude, I'm like, yo, man, I'm over here smoking, just chilling. Me and Shorty chopping it up. And it ain't even that type of party. See, what you gotta understand is a fool will always reveal their hand. In this case, he revealed his hand by showing true emotion that the girl that was talking to me, he just thought that, like, oh, I'm getting a little bit of attention from her. She's dancing with me and sitting on my lap. Bro, cut it out. So Shorty peep dude trying to get at me about her. It wasn't no fist fight. I had to let him know, like, bro, we just over here chilling, man. It ain't that serious. Cause once she leave out the section and go with her homegirls to another section, she gonna be entertaining somebody else. Simple as that. So I don't know what you getting butt hurt over for. This ain't your girl. So the following week, I see Shorty in the club again. She comes over and tells me, like, oh, I just want to apologize about my friend. I saw what he was saying to you, and I made it absolutely clear that me and him are not together, and he will never be coming out with me ever again. I said, hey, all right, that's cool. I wasn't tripping. I just had to let dude know, like, it ain't even that type of party. You was just vibing, and that was the end of that. So I want to make something perfectly clear to y'all tender-hearted dudes out here in the city, especially up in Scottsdale. Shorty, whatever female that you vibing with, she not yours. She's not. I don't care if it's your girlfriend. She's yours for the moment. These hoes for everybody. Get you one, get you two, get you three. So on and so forth. Get you a whole Rolodex. Get you a whole roster. These females got rosters. Why can't you have a roster? Get you one. And then when you get you one, or even a few, you gotta do the rotation. Like, all right, look, I got Snow Bunny right here. That's my starting point guard. You feel me? I got Asian Persuasion right here. That's my shooting guard. You line them up like a NBA roster. You feel me? And if you're the type of dude that save numbers, like I don't be saving these females' numbers. Like unless shorty really rocking, and then maybe I'll save your number. Maybe not under your actual name, because I don't give a fuck about your name. Might give you a nickname or whatever. Might put a little emoji next to your name. If we really locked in like that. But if you just stood like a random and I'm talking to you here and there, or we hooking up, and that's all it is, your number ain't getting saved. Every time you call or FaceTime or even text, I'm like, who is this? And bitch be like, huh? What do you mean, who is this? Who is this? It's Bella. Oh, Bella. My bad. I forgot to save your number. That's how you gotta play it. Get you a NBA roster full of females and line them up according to position. It's females out here that got a 53-man roster. That's the same roster number as a NFL team. I'm gonna tell you right now. Cuz a woman's phone, the inside of a woman's phone, is the most dangerous place. You don't want to see what's in that phone. You see what's up in that phone? Oh man. You might drop to your knees. So look, this you going through the phone. No. Ain't no way. She was where? Oh God, man. She was with this you. You looking through the phone like, no, can't be. She was texting who? You gonna be like, Lord Jesus, help me. Help. Somebody gonna have to call the paramedics for you. Cause why? Cause you went through that phone and you got your feelings hurt. It is what it is. You don't want to get hurt? Don't go through that phone. Not that you would get to it in the first place. Like, it gotta be like rare. Like, you gotta catch shorty sleeping like this. Like that. Shorty be sound asleep. Then you reaching over the phone, trying to get the phone like this. Shorty on the bed like this, sleep. The phone on the nightstand. You trying to get that, like you trying to be Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible, trying to get the phone. Got it. Boom. Now you got to put it down. Because why? Because she woke up. She got an alarm off in her brain that her phone is about to be tampered with. Shorty woke up from her sleep. Huh? What are you doing with my phone? Like, damn, bitch. Caught me. Like, oh, nothing. I was just seeing what time it was. I swear to God, on everything I love, on my dead grandma, on Ellie Collins. These women get the strength of 10 gorillas when you try to get their phone. The strength of 10 gorillas come out. I don't know where it comes from. It's just, is she the phone like that? Something in there. Evil things alert in that bitch's phone. Shit that you don't want to see. The type shit that's gonna hurt your feelings. But it all depends if you play her or not. If you already got a suspicion of like, I think she playing. Is she being weird? She playing. In your face. But you just gotta be smart enough to know that alright, she playing. Shit, let me move accordingly. And just end it right there. Just be like, hey, my baby, like I don't think this is working out between us. Like I'm gonna have to, take time to myself, fall back, and be by myself. Are you breaking up with me? Fuck yeah, I am. Why? What's wrong? What did I do? Nah, shorty, you cool. You cool. You ain't doing nothing. I just think we just need to end things right here. Don't we ain't taking no break. Cause motherfucker, if the woman comes to you and says, hey, like, I think we need a break, that's code word for she's about to go bounce on another dick. She already got your replacement lined up. She doesn't want to break up. She just needs a break from you so she can go through other things elsewhere. And then when those things end elsewhere, she comes back to you. Don't take that bitch back. Do not take her back. Stand 10 toes down and be like, we don't need no break. Let's just break up. But she gonna do everything to try to save the relationship. I'm like, no. Like, I just need some space for myself. Nah, you just need some space in another man's bed. But it's cool though. It's cool though. Just, you want space? All right, cool. Shit, I need some space too. Some space away from you. So let's just break up. We don't need to take no break and come back. For what? Let's just break up. Ain't no taking no break. This relationship is over. Out of here. Dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Shorty come to you and say we need a break. Break up. Right then and there. If you live with her, just pack your stuff. Go stay at your fam house until you get another apartment, or go to a friend's house and stay there until you get your own shit. It's it's bad down here. It's getting ugly out here. Why would you want yourself to be in the midst of the ugliness? It's not cool. Remove yourself from the ugliness. Oh, and another thing that might be going on. Your girl could be an undercover prostitute. and you not know it. Every time I log into my Snapchat and I scroll through the people that you can see in your area, and it be some bad bitches on there. I click their profile, and it's just like they got that Cash App in their bio, and they be like, only hit me up if you're buying content. Excuse me? Only do what if I'm going to buy what? It's excuse yourself. You need to excuse yourself. I don't want to buy your watered down content of you just posing in the mirror in cheap lingerie. Bitch, I bet your ass can't even afford Victoria's Secret. Y'all bitches get y'all lingerie from Walmart. And I have the absolute nerve to say, only DM me if you want to buy my content. First of all, we not buying. Okay? We're not. We're not doing that. Nobody wants to see you in your cheap lingerie Walmart posing in the mirror, half naked, saying only hit my DM if you want to buy nudes. We don't want that. The hub is free. And even that, out here in Arizona, you can't even get on the hub because they blocked that shit. They banned it. You can still get on there, but you got to show proof of age. So basically, like they banned it because they don't want that shit out here. It doesn't need to be out here. So if the hub is free, bitch, why would I buy your watered down, below average, wannabe OnlyFans content? Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I can go out here in these Arizona streets and get girls to send me news for free? They're doing it all the time. It's right now, as I'm speaking, it's probably a chick that's messing with a dude that she really like. She sends him a couple of nudes. That was the phone. Yeah, she sent old boy some nudes. Because why? Because she likes him. So why would I pay for mediocre content when it can be accessed through a website, or I can just get a bad bitch from Scottsdale or a bad bitch that go to ASU to send me news for free? Why would I pay? I don't have to pay. I don't have to do that thing. I don't have to do that. Shorty's giving it up around the city for free. Why is you paying? You know they shut down that little hotel on 27th Avenue in Indian School. Well, it was the Trap Hotel. You feel me? If you know about 27th Avenue Indian School, you know that the hoes be down there selling pussy out the hotel, and they be on the street. They shut that shit down. So them hoes down there on 27th Ave, they can't trap out the motel anymore and sell pussy. You can't sell pussy in that bitch, and you can't sell drugs in that bitch. The motherfucking feds came through with the Phoenix police and shut that shit down. So if you was thinking about going over there and getting you something, forget about it, because it's over with. I wish I was in real estate right now. Man, I would have bought that bitch. Like, damn. The property value on this thing is terrible. But I'm going to do something with it, though. But I can't now because the fucking feds shut it down. They shut that shit down, man. Crushed my real estate dreams. I could have been big business. I would have turned it in to a place where, like, all right, we ain't about to, y'all bitches ain't about to be selling pussy out this bitch. You gonna be selling plates and whatever else. Y'all bitches gonna be doing hair and nails out this motherfucker. All right? And I am the overseer of this trap. And I want my percentage. I need 20% from y'all hoes. If we gonna be legal trapping out of this hotel. Right there on the Ave. You feel me? But yeah. It's too late. They shut it down. It's over with. Gotta set up shop somewhere else. It ain't going. You know, I gotta let y'all know that I am going to be the top money getter from Cleveland. You bitches better recognize. You thought I was gonna say top player hater from Korea. No. Like on Chappelle's show, when they was having a player haters ball and they got the Korean dude to do his intro, he was like, I'm top player hater from Korea. You bitches better recognize. No, we ain't no player haters over here. We trying to get money out this motherfucker. We trying to get all the money. We driving all the cars. We gonna be doing business deals left and right. And when all the business is done, that's when you go up to Scottsdale and parlay with the bad bitches. That's when you do that. And it's gonna be a good time. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. So we're gonna wrap this up right now. It's been a good day. I think we kicked in the door on the first episode of the 216-105 podcast, $1 Million Plug. I am the founding member of this shit. I am 1/3 of the $1 Million Plug dynasty. Okay? The other two halves, they're not here right now. But they'll eventually be on the show. You feel me? They're going to be here. But I am the leader, the founder. 216. Straight up out the land. 216-105. $1 Million Plug shit. I am the CEO. My name is Chad Too Cool. You better watch how you move. And I'm out.